Just before 11 o'clock this morning, a federal judge ruled in favor of the state worker unions and blocked the governor's plan to force about 100,000 state workers to take an unpaid day off every week until a state budget is passed. And while the governor says he's disappointed by the ruling, worker unions considering it a big win. And with more on that, we're joined tonight by Stephen Medeiros, the Director of Communications for the Civil Service Employees Association. And Steve, thank you for being in. I assume this provides some validation for you tonight.
Well, we think this is a victory not just for our members, but for all New Yorkers. This is really about the rule of law. It says that the governor cannot put himself up above the law and run roughshod over people's rights. You know, what I think people need to understand out there is that this goes well beyond just state worker contracts. This is upholding the integrity of a contract and, again, not allowing the governor to simply willy-nilly decide what he can do and how he's going to address the situation and break the law.
The governor responded today saying and encouraging the workers' unions to now work with the legislature, which is interesting, not so much working with him, but work with the legislature to come up with alternatives. How do you read that?
Well, that was a very strange statement that he made. The governor is in charge of managing the workforce, and so that was a little bit odd when he made that comment. The fact of the matter is we have tried to work with the administration over and over again over the past 18 months. You know, it's really rather insulting when the governor goes out and says state worker unions have done nothing. The fact of the matter is we have put all kinds of ideas in front of them, and they have undermined and really, not only dismissed them, but contemptuously dismiss the ideas, and it I think undermines a lot of their credibility when they say they need to consider every idea to try to deal with the situation.
But any specific concessions the union can make at this point?
Well, again, the point is we've come up with all kinds of ideas. I mean, there are processes that you go through to work out these kinds of things, and all of labor negotiations are problem solving. The idea is that we work together with the state to find a way to reach common ground. Unfortunately, time after time, the Patterson administration has undermined us when we've tried to reach out and, find that way of doing the business. So we can only hope that from this ruling, the governor will understand that he needs to do things in a different way, and he needs to work more constructively to put together a budget for all the people of New York.
Now, next year, another tight budget is expected. Of course, we'll have a different governor. How do you think contract negotiations will go? Your contract will be up in March of next year. Will there be givebacks? Anything will be tough negotiations next year?
I think we certainly anticipate that we're going to have difficult times ahead through, across the state. I think our focus is on trying to deal with the here and now. Certainly we know a year from now things may be very different, but right now we have to deal with what is. And what is trying to come up with a budget that's going to work best for all the people of the state.
Okay. Stephen Medeiros, thank you so much for coming in tonight. We appreciate it.